Hey guys, Gemma, ASD rocks. Very quick one. I had an SSG today. Now this was my first one that was virtual. All the SSGs I've ever had have always been face-to-face, but this one wasn't, so very interesting. The reason for this SSG is that we are in year 11 and school holidays is at the end of the week, and I want the last term of year 11 to be set up exactly like year 12. So as you guys know, Bo's doing one year 12 subject this year, and then that's finished. He calls it his preview to year 12, which has actually been brilliant, right? He says it lets him know what to expect. So if your kid makes it to year 11 and 12, and we have had so much support from visiting teachers, he would not have made it through year 11. I want to make it really clear. He would not have made it through year 11, year 12 without the help of the visiting teachers. If your kid makes it to year 11 and 12, I highly suggest doing a year 11 subject in year 10. So you're given the option, at least in Victoria, Australia, that instead of that you can do one, what we call VCE subject. You might have it called something different in each state, but the last 2 years to get your, like it used to be called like your high school equivalency, which was your HSE. Now it's VCE, and who knows what they call it all over the world. I know there's like your GCSEs and your O levels in England. So the last 2 years of school before they go to college or university, that's the one. Now we're given the option to do one of those subjects in year 10. So Bo did psychology unit, so we call them unit 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So 1 and 2 being a year 11 subject, 3 and 4 being a 12 subject. So you're given the option to do a year 11 1 and 2, unit 1 and 2 in year 10, which means that you're spreading the workload out over a couple of years instead of just those last 2 years. Also, as Bo said, it has given him a preview each year as to what the next year is going to be like. And Bo likes to know what he's heading into. It's a part of his autism. He doesn't like any situations where things are a surprise. He got a shock, he wasn't prepared. He needs to be fully prepared. So it's actually worked out even more so in his benefit. The year 11 wasn't such a big deal. The year 12 this year, psychology, the unit 3-4, is giving us a preview as to what the whole of next year is going to be like. And it's been tough. So, but also because he's only doing one year 12 subject this year, all the other subjects are year 11. And what we need to do in the last term, what should have been done earlier, but what we need to do in the last term is absolutely make sure that the test conditions for every year 11 subject is under the exact same test conditions as every year 12 subject. That means Bo goes into a different room. He is on his own with an independent examiner. Okay, so he doesn't do his exams in the class with other kids. He's given an extra 10 minutes per hour. He's allowed a short break, and he's allowed to use a laptop because of his severe dysgraphia and it taking him so long to physically write with a pencil. He never uses pen. Pen to him is like, the term etched in stone. He does not like the idea that he cannot change his answer or change anything, so he does everything in pencil. So we had a bunch of people. We had the visiting teacher who was given the link, myself. We had the person who's in charge of VCE, who is the person that will put in the requests for the special conditions for your exams. We have the year 11, possibly 12, I'm not sure, 11 and 12 or just 11 student manager. So she's in charge of all of the other teachers and whatnot, passes on all the information. So we had a group of 4 people. It was fantastic. We got everything we needed talked about. Everybody who needs to make sure what should happen was there. So not all the year 11 teachers have been across the test conditions that should have been happening during Beau's time. So sometimes he's been going into a separate room, sometimes not. Sometimes he gets the extra time, but sometimes there's not time and they're not 100% sure how to work it and all that sort of stuff. So today, in preparation, before the school holidays, before year 12 starts, before the last term starts, I want everybody to be on the same page that this is how test conditions need to be done consistently, and also what we need to sort out in regards to what has and hasn't worked for Beau, because he's not the kind of kid that will just get up and say, I need a break. He doesn't do that. He's so focused, and he does need that break. So we need a formula where we can interject and say, right, we're halfway through, and whether that formula has to go to Beau or whether a teacher is allowed to suggest, which I don't think they are because they don't want to break their concentration right in the middle of a lesson. So we're going to have to give Beau a formula, and that is something along the lines of either at exactly halfway, whatever the subject is, whatever the timing is, because each test is different timing, you have to put your hand up and say, I need a break. Or once you've done all your easy questions and you've got them out the way, go and have your break, come back for the hard questions. So that's what this SSG was about. So for those of you who haven't had SSGs, don't know about them, because I know a lot of people were saying, what is this? I've never had one. No one's ever told me anything about it. Mind you, a lot of people said that about visiting teachers too, which is distressing. But you can do them virtually, which means, or even you can do them face to face, but if you need someone like your OT or your speechy or someone or your psych, whatever it is, they can come in virtually. So you can do it all virtually. This was easier. I didn't even have to leave home and we still got the same stuff done. So this was actually, I don't know why, for the last 12 years I've been dragging myself down to school and doing all this face to face. But I have been, so I guess I just didn't even think about it being virtual until it was offered to me. But that, I guess, is another point. The reason I tell you these things is because I don't know what I don't know. I don't know if you can ask to have it virtually. I don't know if you can ask to have it one-on-one. I only know what I've experienced, and that is what I pass on, my experiences. So if they make it easier for you, that, ooh, fly, ooh, mosquito, ooh, sorry, mosquito gods, definitely not a Buddhist. So if you can take away what I'm learning, and if you can apply it to your child and you know that it can be done, you can ask for it. So that's what happened this morning, and I will let you know the results of it. I'm not going to know until next term, but hopefully absolutely everything will be on point and completely consistent between year 11 and the transition to year 12. So have a great day, guys.